Hello guys, what's going on? I am back with another video once again for you guys, and today's date is Wednesday, November 18th, 2020, and the time right now is 2:13 a.m. and I am going to be doing a ranting video tonight. This is a rant that I have been wanting to do for a pretty long time now. I'm finally going to do it. This is going to be a rant on, why it sucks to be a kid. There's a lot of reasons why it sucks being a kid and why it's better sometimes to be an adult. Now, I'll admit there's some negative things about being an adult too, but there's also some negatives about being a kid. That's what this video is going to be about. Reasons why being a kid sucks. Reason number one, you can't really do anything that you want, your parents, will boss you around. They make you do this, they'll make you do that. Your room might be dirty, and your parents will be like, clean your room. You might be at the dinner table, and, your parents might be serving food, and let's say you don't like it. You know what your parents do? They force you to eat it. You better eat your food now. But I don't like this food. I don't care. You're gonna eat this right now. Let's go. Eat it. Freaking God. Don't freaking force your freaking kids to eat food they don't like. Freaking seriously, For example, this happened to me a lot when I was younger, too. I remember back in kindergarten, these stupid lunch aides and my teacher would force me to eat the nasty school lunches. I wouldn't want to eat them, your parents will force you to eat food you don't want to eat, and, you might be at the dinner table for hours, it's freaking God, if your kid doesn't want to eat something, don't make him eat it, I remember there's some foods that I don't like, and I was forced to eat them when I was younger, at school. My mom never really forced me to eat foods, but the people at school did. What the hell, don't freaking do that. If people don't like food, don't force them to eat it. Seriously. Let them eat what they want. If that's dessert, let them eat dessert. Who cares? Let them eat what they want to eat. Don't force them to eat something they don't want to eat. God, that's stupid. And freaking, something else about being a kid that sucks, you can get put in timeout, when you're really freaking young. For example, again, you might do something bad. And, let's say your parents are very mean to you. Oh, I'm sorry I did this. No, you're going in timeout, and you're going to think about what you did. I remember, when I was really young, this might have happened to me, and when I was in school, sometimes you might get put in timeout at school. I remember this happened to me sometimes in, preschool, kindergarten, freaking God. I hate freaking timeout, it's so stupid, something else about being a kid that sucks, freaking, you can't really go to bed when you want to. Your parents might tell you, you're going to bed at 7 o'clock at night. God, first of all, 7 o'clock at night, that's too early to go to bed. Let your kids stay awake a little longer than that. Freaking seriously. I want to stay up longer. No, you're going to bed now. Put your video game down and go to bed. Freaking seriously, let your freaking kids stay up a little late if they want to. If they don't have no school, if they have the weekend off or the vacation off, let them stay up. Seriously. Stupid parents. And something else about being a kid that sucks, you can't really swear, which is really freaking dumb. You can't really swear. If you swear in front of your parents, you're gonna get in trouble. I can remember this one time in kindergarten where this person was using the bathroom and I had to really go. And I got pissed and I was like, son of a bitch. Then the teacher yelled at me and she put me in timeout. Freaking seriously. All because I said a bad word. It's freaking stupid. And I made a rant on this a few days ago. Curse words are just words. Why do we get in trouble just for saying curse words? That's freaking stupid. They are just words. What is so freaking wrong with curse words? If you're using them to offend someone, that's different. It's fine to get offended if you're using them in a way. For example, if you were to say, go fuck yourself. Yeah, it's okay to be offended that way. But if you're just saying a curse word because you're upset, like, how is that a freaking problem? You know, and sometimes your parents will yell at you about it too. Like, you know, and you might get a spanking by your parents. You don't say that word again. Like, freaking God, stupid parents, stop doing that. If your kids say a bad word, what's so bad about that? It's just a freaking word. And freaking seriously. And something else about being a kid that freaking sucks, like, you know, if your parents, like, have to leave, like, you can't stay at home by yourself, which is freaking stupid. You have to have a babysitter, and your babysitter has to watch you, and freaking your parents, like, might tell the babysitter, oh, he has to go to bed at 6:30 at night. Make sure he eats this. Make sure he does this. Blah, blah, blah. Like, freaking seriously. Like, I can't stand babysitters now. I remember my aunt had to babysit me a couple years ago after my uncle died. And, you know, like, because my mom had to go to work. And, freaking, like, seriously, like, why can't we just be home by ourselves? You know, like, it's freaking stupid, honestly. Like, why do we gotta be babysat, like, when we're really freaking young? I mean, I'm old enough to stay home now. I'm 15. I can stay home by myself now. But, again, when I was, like, 8 years old, I had to be babysat. Because after my uncle died, my mom was working. I had to have my aunt come and babysit me. You know, like, it freaking sucked. Like, seriously. There's a couple more reasons why being a kid sucks. I'm trying to think about a couple more of them. Oh, yeah, another reason why being a kid sucks, like, you know, there's certain things you can't really do when you're a kid. Like, for example, like, you can't drive, which freaking sucks. Like, I don't understand why there's such an age limit on being able to drive. Like, oh, you can't drive till you're 16 because people under that age, they're not mature enough to drive yet. That's not really true. I'm 15. I know how to drive now. I mean, I haven't drove a car yet in my life, but I could probably drive. I know how to do it. I paid attention a lot to how people drive and, you know, this and that. I could probably drive, like, but, like, you know, that's what sucks about being a kid. Like, you can't drive. Like, what if you want to go somewhere? Like, what if you wanted to go to your friend's house? What if you wanted to go to the store and get food or whatever? And that's something else you can't do. You can't go to the store and get food. You gotta have money. Maybe you gotta have a card. Like, freaking seriously. It just sucks, you know? Like, freaking seriously, like, for example, if a 13-year-old were to drive a car, like, why would that be so bad? Like, why is there a freaking age limit on being able to drive? Like, it's so freaking stupid. Like, if a little kid needs to go somewhere, if they know how to drive, just let them freaking drive. You know? As long as they don't cause no harm, then they should be okay. You know, it's, like, really freaking dumb. Like, seriously. It's just freaking stupid, you know? You know, I understand you can't drink or smoke. That makes a lot of sense, because that stuff is not good for you. But, you know, being able to drive, come on, you shouldn't be 16. I think you should be younger than that to be able to drive, you know? What else sucks about being a kid? There's a lot of reasons. You have to go to school. We all hate school. You know, we can't avoid going to school. We have to go to school. It's really freaking stupid. We can't, like, and that also means that we might have to get up really early in the morning. Like, you know, like, we're fast asleep. You know, we're asleep in our beds, and, you know, we got to get up and go to school. We don't want to go, but we have to, because they say to get a stupid education. And, you know, a lot of the stuff we learn in school we don't even need in the future, so why the hell is school mandatory? Like, it's freaking dumb. I made a lot of school rants, and I made a couple rants on certain classes in school that I hate, and if you probably saw those videos, you know, what I'm talking about now is pretty much similar to that. You know, we gotta get up at a certain time, we gotta get ready and stuff, you know? And that's another reason why you might have to go to bed early, because the stupid school, like, it freaking sucks, like, seriously, like, why is it required to go to school, like, you know? Like, kids should be able to stay home if they want to instead of going to school. Like, it's freaking stupid. Like, it really is. You know, you can't avoid going to school, or else, like, you're gonna be taken away from your parents or whatever by the police. Like, it's all dumb the way it's set up, really. Should not be required to go to school. Because a lot of the stuff you learn in school, like, you're not even gonna use in the future. Probably only some stuff you need, but not a whole lot. Why else does being a kid suck? There's a lot of more reasons. I'm trying to think of them. Freaking... You can't, like... You can't really get a job. You can't really get money unless maybe you help your neighbor out or your father out with something. I don't know. Something like that. You know? You gotta, like, maybe help people to earn money. And you may have to be a certain age to do that, too. Now, I know the next door neighbor here, I could earn money from him by maybe leaf blowing or mowing the lawn. So at my age now, he could actually give me money. But when you're, like, really young, like, let's say you're probably 4 or 5 years old, you probably may not be old enough to, like, earn money yet. Like, it's freaking stupid. Like, why the hell is there an age limit on that? Why is there an age limit to, you know, get paid money? Like, it makes no freaking sense. It's just stupid and dumb. It's like, and something else about, being a kid that sucks, like, you know, like, your voice might sound like, I'm a little kid, and this is what my voice sounds like. You know, I remember when I was younger, my voice sounded a whole lot different than it does now. You know, I sounded like I was, like, 2 years old. You know, I haven't really noticed a huge difference, but that's something else about being a kid. Your voice sounds different, you know? Like, you sound, like, young. You sound like a little girl, even, sometimes, you know? I don't think that 1,000% applies to everybody, but it was like that for me when I was younger. I had, like, a little itty-bitty girl voice or whatever, you know? Hi, everyone, I'm Dale. I am 10 years old, you know? If you saw the video of me and Colin blowing bubbles, Colin uploaded that video on his channel. That was me when I was younger, and that's my little kid voice in there, you know? It's freaking, yeah, basically, you know, being a kid sucks, and I've mentioned a couple reasons why. And another reason why it sucks about being a kid, you have no freedom. You can't really have your own freedom yourself. Like, if your parents tell you to do something, you have to do it. You don't want to do it, but you have to freaking do it. It's like, come on, if we don't want to do this, then don't make us do it. You know, you don't get freedom until you get a little older. When you're young, you still have to do what your parents tell you. Like, it's stupid. Like, if you're young, you should be able to do what you want to do. And your parents will boss you around. Hey, do this. You're going to help me mow the lawn. Or else I'm not going to take you to, McDonald's. Like, freaking, why do we have to, like, do stupid chores? That's something else that sucks about being a kid. You gotta do chores. And you don't want to freaking do them. So, like, why do we have to do them? Cleaning the room, vacuuming the floor, taking the garbage out. What else is there? Maybe scrubbing the toilet or whatever. Cleaning the bathtub, cleaning the sink, mopping the floor. What many chores else are there? Mowing the lawn, leaf blowing. Those two chores I actually don't mind doing. Those are actually chores I would like to do. I don't mind vacuuming either. But yeah, other than that, like, doing chores sucks. Like, why do we have to do those just to earn money? Like, it's kind of stupid. I mean, it's good that we earn money from doing chores. That's at least one positive thing. But again, like, why do we have to do chores just to earn money? Like, it makes no sense. Like, you know, seriously. And something else that's stupid about it is, like, you know, in school we don't get paid. We have to do work, but we don't get paid if we do it. Like, it's freaking not fair. The teachers get paid for their job, but why don't we get paid for it? Like, that's really freaking stupid. Like, why don't we get paid for at least doing the schoolwork at school? Like, that's why school's definitely not really worth much, because we don't get paid. You know, some people say, oh, school is so important. Well, yeah, some of the stuff we do in school is important, but the majority of it is pointless and you don't really need in the future. And, you know, we don't even get paid in school. Like, it's freaking stupid. You know? If we're doing work, then we should maybe get paid money for it. If we're doing something, we should get, the teachers get paid for their job. They get paid for teaching all the students. But we get paid nothing. It's not freaking fair when the teachers get the money. They get paid. Like, it's not freaking fair. It's, like, really stupid. You can't really get a job when you're young. You gotta be a certain age for that. Like, I don't understand why there's an age limit for driving, an age limit for getting a job. Come on, why does it matter how old you are? Why does age gotta matter about certain things? I understand you gotta be a certain age to smoke. I understand you gotta be a certain age to drink. Those things can be harmful. In fact, those are things you probably may not want to do at all. I'll probably never smoke in my life. I never plan to do that. Maybe here and there I might drink, but I'm never going to be an alcoholic. I'm never going to smoke. I mean, you could make those choices if you wanted to. It's your decision, but I'd probably say not to. But yeah, this is the video on why being a kid sucks. I know this isn't the best video. I have trouble thinking about a lot of reasons why being a kid sucks, but at least I can mention a couple reasons why it sucks to be a kid. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give it a like, and hopefully you can agree on this with me. Hopefully you can agree that being a kid really sucks. Be sure to have a good day. I will talk to you later, and stay tuned for more awesome videos like this.